All right, welcome back to the City of Gardens. We're looking down on our city, which already has grown into quite an impressive size already. We also see our campus we built last time. And if we get out of the camera, we can also see that there are not too many problems showing at the moment, which is very good. So I think we can go right into building or thinking about what we want to build today. I'm quickly going to pause the game and zoom in a little bit. And I'm looking at this plot of land here, this terrace, which I thought I would want to build into our campus. But I also thought about just expanding a little bit our population. That means I want to build a housing area here because I think here we do have enough space to fit all our buildings for the university, which by the way hasn't leveled up. So we just have to wait for that. Maybe in this episode we can reach the next level and put down some more buildings, but I do want to put down a nice little housing area here. Probably it would also be kind of a university town. So I'm definitely going to make a connection and maybe expand our cable car to this side as well, so people can move in between this area, the institute and the dorm area. Before we do that, however, I noticed that here I made a mistake because actually this was a cable car stop that has cables coming out on both sides, but actually we only need a end station because of course that's the end of the line, so we can put that down right away, and we just must see how we can connect this up because of the angle of how this is built. So I think we can just delete this line here and maybe connect up. Do we have to go like this? Oh, is this an invalid shape? Yeah, so let's just fiddle around with this a little bit and see how we could connect up these two stops, because the other cable car stop did look a little bit too long, so I think that's better. Ignore the floating gondola there. And are there cable cars coming out? Yes. And is there any passengers? Not yet, but I think that will sort itself out. Actually, before I deleted the stop, I quickly checked and there were people using it, so that was good. Now, what is this? Not enough workers. Okay. I mean, if that's the case, we can of course quickly zone some more housing, just in case someone wanted to move into our city. Then we can concentrate on building this smaller housing area in this platform or on this terrace. So let's quickly do that. And of course, because we have some commercial demand, I can also put down some more commercial zoning. Let's quickly also check on our district. Yes, because of course, if we zone commercial, we do want it to be local and organic produce, because we still need to zone around 13,000 cells of this specialization. All right, so let's quickly also check on our city in general. Garbage, yeah, I already mentioned last time we will need a new garbage area. When do we unlock this? Soon, so maybe we'll get into this waste processing complex at some point. So I am going to just wait for a little while longer. Death care still doing perfectly fine. Fire, probably we could use another fire station here, But depending on how we expand later on, maybe there's just going to be another big firehouse somewhere around here that will also cover some of this area. So what I was thinking is to actually expand this terrace a little bit, so we don't have this slope here. But for that, I am going to need some soil because I do not have unlimited soil and ore on this map. So I'm just going to take some soil out of the ocean here, or the river rather, because we won't really build any more on this side than our water pumping. And then I am going to put it down on this side. We actually use a lot of it, so I'm already out again, but I think this should be enough. So next thing is, of course, we want a nice slope on this side so we can actually come down from the main road. Now, how do I want to come down? I think I'm just going to come down with this large road, come from probably the middle, although maybe we do want bicycle lane and 4 lane. So we are going to come down like this and try to go towards the middle. Or actually, let's just come down like this, because maybe we can put down the roundabout. As you can see, I do have an idea in mind, which hopefully will work out how I want it to. So we will put down this roundabout here, and then upgrade this road and connect up like this. And then around this roundabout, I do want to build a housing area. I am going to use the bicycle lanes just because I want people to not use so many cars. So I do want to have kind of a round pattern around this area like this. Then I will come out by another 10, so I need more soil. Then we can kind of see how this will work out. So can I take a little bit from here? Maybe I can. Maybe I can take a little bit from here. And then I can extend this area a little bit so that we can have another almost. Let's do it on this side first. Come up by 10, come up by 10. Then go up by, is this 10? I hope so. So we can try to connect like this. Perfect. And like this. The terraforming, I'm not a huge fan here. So let's quickly push this back. Oh no, actually we need to actually soften this terrain. So then try again. Yeah, it's a little bit better, but we're just gonna deal with it. So we do need a little bit more terrain. So I'm going to go to our site over there and just take some more soil. Like this. This is like our quarry. Also, it's costing us a fortune to do that, but because we have more than 1 million, I'm not overly concerned about that. So of course I need to choose the correct terraforming tool and then do it like this, and this should allow us to come out by another 10. Quickly unpause the game because the game hasn't realized yet that there is no slope. this. And now we can connect up the two roads. This and oops, that's not how I wanted to do that at all. Like this. So this is kind of our satellite town. I think actually looks kind of cool. And then what we do want also is we can push back the university a little bit because this now does not belong to our campus anymore. Like this, and we can then have maybe another road here to put down some services, because we do have this corner anyways, or this plot of land, so I'm going to have a little extension here to put down some services, and then we do want this to be a district. So I'm just going to make this whole thing one district like this. So we can then see what policies we want to activate for this. Now, how is the zoning? Yeah, this will fix itself as soon as we build something. So that's very good. It's this Ivy district. Let's call this Uni Town. Unfortunately, we cannot choose the University City content creator pack as a style, which I think would be very, very nice. Of course, there's a mod, but we're not going to use mods, so that's just what we have to deal with. And I think we could either go for high-tech housing, or we could go for European Suburbia, which I think I am going to do. European Suburbia, that will give some smaller housings, I think, some smaller houses. So that will maybe look nice. We will see. And then, of course, we are also going to do local and organic produce. Then we must provide, of course, some water. So we're just gonna go around the main roundabout in the middle and then go around on the outside, and that will provide water to this entire area. And then we still need some water down this way. Nice. Now, as I've mentioned, we can connect this to the cable car. So the cable car can run alongside here, go through there, and connect the area. So actually, let's do that. And I think maybe it's better if we put this stop here instead, and then have the cable car kind of run. Oh, that was not so good, so let's do that again. It really is quite hard to find a shape that it likes to go. And then like this. And now the students maybe live here, can go over there, get off, or go down to the dorms. So maybe that's a good idea, we will see. Then we have this town square, which of course is going to have some shops. So let's zone those right away. Different shapes and sizes. Maybe a big one here, and maybe another small one here. And then maybe have another shopping area around the roundabout like this. And like this. So these are going to be the shops. And then we will have some houses, low density, of course, around this roundabout, and I think this may look quite nice. Of course, these are some smaller housing zones, but then when we go to the next roundabout, because these are kind of like roundabouts going around, we have some nice big zones, also well defined, so the area will look quite nice, I think. We can also decorate in between with some trees if we so desire. Let's do that for the moment. How is electricity over here? Good. And then we can also, for example, put down a post office around here. And we can this here. Then probably because it's a university town, it will also be a good idea to provide some education, which we can do there. How is the terraforming? That we can fix. And then we also want a high school around here that we can try to fix. Yes, and then soften a little bit. Yeah, the rest we can fix with some trees maybe, or some rock patterns even. Then what else do we need here? Probably healthcare should actually be fine. Maybe people want a sauna to just have something nice in their neighborhood. And then, of course, we are going to need some parks, which I think we can just squeeze in between here. So let's give a dog park on either side, and then maybe have 2 plazas here. Yes, and then let's see if something develops right away. Because our cable cars are already coming down here, which is great. Just noticed there's a traffic light, of course, because we didn't turn them off, so we are of course going to turn those off. And these are the European Suburbia houses, which give off a little bit this university town vibe, I think, because we can now use the content creator pack like I wish we could. Now these do not upgrade, so we don't need to worry about that. What we do need to worry about though is power. So let's do that for the moment. And see that we turn off the junctions. This. And then we probably should also think about how we can provide some public transport option from the city come down here. We do not have a tram stop here currently, which I think will be a good idea. So let's adjust our tram line like this, that people can get off the tram here. Oh, there is actually a tram stop there, but actually let's delete those because there's also a bus stop, so people, and then move this one over. So this stop pretty much has moved here, and I think that's gonna be okay. And then, of course, we do want to provide a walking path that comes from here and will lead people towards our university. Of course, this is gonna look terrible as long as there's no decorations, but I think just gonna follow the cable car with this, so people can walk from here over there. Now we do have a lot of commercial demand. So let's zone some more commercial. Then why are they complaining? This education? No, not enough workers. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of people living here, so I think, and there's also zoning for people to move in. So maybe we must quickly check our public transport. Of course, people probably find it difficult to come through here. So what I am going to do is have a bus line that is just circling this area. So have a bus stop every other line, and then every other block, I want to say, and then just have it circle around like this. And maybe that will provide some better worker access to the people or to the housing, to the commercial area. So maybe this bus line will provide some better worker access to these commercial zones. Now this here we do not need anymore, so I can delete. Here I cannot delete yet, but maybe I can provide one or two plazas on the entrance up to this small housing zone down there, and this should provide electricity to that area. Now, is this getting any use? I think it is. There's people coming over here and actually getting off. Very nice to see. Also here, this through station, people getting in and out. Very nice. And how is this doing? Maybe we can... Oh, we already gave a grant, so we just have to wait, I think. How many people can we have? 3,200. And how many do we need? Yeah, it's fine. There's still a lot of people not educated by university. Good. Now this housing area here is slowly developing. Also here, it's complaining about not having enough workers, which we can only solve by getting more workers in, I guess. So let's zone another round of housing zones like this. Have some weird shapes. And some of this is evolving immediately. Or getting moved in, rather. Or like this. Still not sure what to do if we just put down housing around here, or what we do with those empty zones. I think maybe I just fill it up with housing later. But I think this will look very nice in the end when we fully developed this town here. Also from above, it looks very organized on this side. Not so much here, because that's not all we built. How's the city doing in general? Any complaints? Just workers, I guess. Not enough educated workers. That's going to sort itself out, because we do have a university and our services are very good. Maybe actually library, we have, what is this? Oh, that's a library as well. Maybe, do we want a library here? That will maybe be a good idea, because people here we think are university students, so maybe they will enjoy library access. Okay. Yeah. This is a little bit concerning because they keep complaining about not having enough workers. So maybe what we can do is build a little, let's quickly check here where we have a district, if it will help if we put the schools out policy. We prefer working over education. So I assume that's also going to be for commercial zoning. So let's try making this district and have those people go to work by applying the schools out policy. I'm not sure if it's going to solve our problem, but why not just try? And see if this will work. So this is going to be schools out. And now these people should want to go to work and build those spaces here. I mean, how's leisure? Not too bad. So also here we have the same problem. Maybe what we can do is have a bus just circling this area here, and maybe have a bus that goes like this, and then where can it pick up some people? Maybe have it also stop over there on the town square, right in front of our statue, and then come back. Maybe that will help a little bit for people to go back and forth. Where's our bus depot? I forgot. We go over there somewhere. Traffic is doing okay, I guess. Here's a little bit busy, but it is an industrial area after all, so I think that's fine. Maybe this connection here is a little bit too close, so maybe we can just delete this connection and it will give some more space and will not block the entrance. So this we of course do not want to be zoned actually, so let's delete these because this is the main road and we want this to be free flowing. Now we will observe here a little bit how this looks. Maybe we're just gonna provide another connection a little bit further down the road. And we did upgrade our university, which is very nice. So let's see what we can build. University, and look at our buildings. Administration. Oh, of course, we do not want liberal arts. So study hall we have, groundskeeping, book club we have, so that's everything we have. Now here we have study hall, this we already built. So what exactly did we... Oh, we did not actually unlock anything. Okay, that's a little awkward. We still need an academic work. So let's put down hospitality and give a grant and wait another year and hopefully upgrade our university then. I think what I want to do is deactivate those faculties because I think they will take students from our university, which then will hinder our university to level up because these do not interact with this university campus. Now, I think this worker problem does look better, and probably if we delete those abandoned shops, they will move back in very shortly. There are buses going around, which is also very nice. People can get around with bicycles, also good. And then I think we have a lot of housing demand, so let's provide that. Also here on this side. And also around here next to the schools. You would probably want to live next to school. You'll move to our city. Very nice. And then these, why not? This, however, we want to be bigger. People moving. So actually our squares are getting quite full, which is nice to see. Unitown coming along nicely. There's still a lot of housing demand, so why not start zoning these housing blocks as well? And this will hopefully already push up our terrain a little bit so we can see how much space we still need. So we can actually take some soil from here later. So let's do that. Go all the way around. Also on this side, nice big houses. Nice. Something probably is on fire because we just saw a fire helicopter. Oh, where? We do not know, so probably the problem's already solved. Oh, it's here. Is there a fire engine? Yes, so no problem. Although I actually do probably put down another firehouse somewhere around here, just to provide some safety. Let's do it here. People like that, which is good. Yes, I think that looks very nice. I think that's a nice spot to end this episode. This will probably level up next year, which is good. So hopefully in the next episode we can start with that right away. So today we built up this new area, got in some more people, provided some public transport, expanded our cable car, and we are, I think, ready to buy the next square in the next episode. So I hope to see you there. Until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.